This is AndrewHaug.com, Australia's only dedicated 24/7 rock metal radio station. We do have on the line right now Australia's favourite rock and roll band, the mighty Steel Panther, coming back to Australia this week. Seems like only yesterday they were in our backyard, and we always welcome them back as always. And the band will have a new record out in April, so hopefully maybe we'll get to hear a few other new tunes when they take the stages this week. Let's welcome back our good friend Mr. Michael Starr from Steel Panther. Welcome to AndrewHaug.com.
Thanks, man. It's really good to be on, and thanks for, even considering interviewing me. I mean, I personally, you got the best guy in the band for interviewing. The other guys, they're cool, but I mean, the reality is the lead singer is the most important guy in any heavy metal band. So I'm stoked to be on, dude. We got a lot of fucking great things happening, and this tour is going to be amazing.
Well, like I said, the singer certainly does always have the most things to say, but I know Satchel sometimes does take over a bit. How do you deal with the clashing of rock and roll egos?
Well, you know what I did at one show is I noticed the show before, he was talking a lot. Always talking. So what I did is I said, hey, you want a beer? And I put just a half a Valium in his beer before we went on. And it toned him down a lot. And I was able to be the lead singer I was born to be.
And what happened with his guitar solo? Did they slow down a few tempos?
He's still, you know what, that guy can play when he's nodding out. He just can't talk when he's high.
Now let's get into the brand new record. Now the new album number 4, will be released around April, I do believe. It's called All You Can Eat. Now we've only been privileged to one track, being the single Party Like Tomorrow Is the End of the World. Can you give us a bit of an update on what else we can expect from the forthcoming record? And was this a difficult record to make, considering the huge rise in stature for Steel Panther across the globe?
Well, first question, we're going to be releasing another single in January, which is called The Burden of Being Wonderful. And we'll also have a video along with that we've already shot and it's already ready to go. And, yeah, man, having the success we've had is exciting. It's so great. And at the same time, man, getting ready to release another record and the anticipation of it coming out is great. But, I actually have fear. I want it to be liked. I want people to like it, and I can't wait for it to come out. I just want to get it over with and have it out and let the chips fall where they are, because not everyone's going to like everything we do. That's just the way it is. But hopefully the majority of the people that are Steel Panther fans will dig it, and hopefully it will generate a bunch of new fans that are just getting introduced to Steel Panther.
Now let's talk a bit about the band's humble beginnings. Of course, you'd certainly come a long way since the years of metal school, metal shop. I actually saw you guys in the Viper Room. It might have been 2003. I can't even remember myself. But around that time when the band was obviously playing a lot of covers and things like that, did you ever expect what you were doing back then to be what it is today? Because it certainly has grown into somewhat of a global phenomenon for Steel Panther. And
when we first started out, it was when Nirvana and Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam pretty much destroyed metal. It was like around 95, I believe, and we started doing the Viper Room, and we were just happy to have a gig at that point as a heavy metal band, because we weren't going to start playing Nirvana type shit. We were fucking into metal. So, God, just to have a gig was exciting for us, and that excitement, it just stayed with us. You know what I mean? And members just thought, well, fuck, why don't we just start writing songs and see what happens? Because we all love metal, and so we just did it, and we put out our first record on our own, and the people that came and watched us would buy it, and that was cool. And then we got offered a record deal. We weren't even shopping a deal. The guy came to our show and then called us and said he wanted to sign us. And at that point, we're like, fuck, this could actually happen for us. And but I never expected this to happen. That wasn't a plan. Everything that's happened to this band up until this point has been really organic. And but now that we have some global success, we're really planning stuff out now, and like I've told you before, it's like this new record is coming out. That, you know, we want it to do well and be received well, and so I mean, fuck, I had no idea this would happen, but I'm fucking excited. I'm in the car, my seatbelt's strapped on, I'm ready for the ride, bro.
Now, I've noticed that your residencies in LA and Vegas have recently ceased just because of, you know, the global touring. Now, how do you find, has there been a bit of a starvation from, you know, Steel Panther fans in those areas purely because they were so used to going to see you regularly? Do you think that's going to build more of an anticipation because you aren't playing as often as you used to?
Yeah, I think so. You know, now that we don't play every week, we're treating Los Angeles and Las Vegas like a touring destination for us. So we'll be playing there like we do at any other place we play, every 12 months, every 6 months. And I'll tell you what, I fucking miss it. I miss playing every week. I love it. I mean, that's, you know, we go and we do those shows, and we don't rehearse. We just go out and play off the cuff. We write the set list before we go on, so it's just like, you know, we're flying at the seat of our pants, but it really has given us, I don't know, it's just, we've gotten so much experience from doing that it's really translated into what we do globally. And I miss it, man. I fucking love playing every week. I love playing, period.
Do you think it's something that, obviously it sounds like it's helped the spontaneity of the group, you know, taking that sort of thing live. Do you find that might get lost because you aren't playing as often, that things will need to be a little bit planned out? I mean, maybe you can go under another name instead. Yeah,
you know what we did for this tour is we're like, okay, let's change up what we do, you know, because we've been doing the same show for like 3 or 4 years with different bits or whatever. And we're like, we need to, you know, create a new show for people to come see, so it's more compelling for them, but we leave a big space of it open for us to do what we're best at, and that's just improvising and having fun and interacting with the audience. With, you know, because every night is different, and I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, if Van Halen played in L.A., I knew they were going to play San Diego, I knew they were going to play San Francisco and Vegas, and those are all like an hour, 2-hour drives for us. I would go see all 4 shows, and every show was different, and I fucking loved that.
So that's something the band wants to keep planning on doing, because as you know, a lot of bands today, you kind of know what you're going to expect, purely because they do have sort of, you know, things not so much choreographed, but planned out. Whereas, like I said, I've seen Steel Panther several times too, both, you know, abroad and in Australia, and of course you're still going to play the songs that people want to hear, but as far as the commentary on stage, yeah, that's something that you never know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's like, I don't know, we kind of equate it to this, like if you're going to a party, if it's the same people at the party, the same type of drugs, the same fucking format, it's a boring party. You want to go see something that's going to be different, you know? So our show, of course, there's going to be, you know, certain things that we do every show, just because you have to have the structure to be able to improv, you know. But yeah, it's important to keep it fresh, man, and just fucking, you know, I think one thing that people are attracted to with Steel Panther is that we have fun. That's the most important thing. And you can't have fun if you're doing the same thing over and over again. So, you know, I got some new pants, man. I can't really kick anymore because I blew my knee out. But I'm going to be doing some really super high hand pumps.
Well, let's talk about those tour dates. Of course, you're here this week with Buckcherry and Fozzy. The first show kicks off on Friday in Brisbane at the River Stage, Saturday at the Hordern Pavilion in Sydney, Sunday at the Myer Music Bowl in Melbourne. Then on Tuesday, the 10th, at the Entertainment Centre Theatre in Adelaide, and then finishing on Thursday, the 12th of December in Perth at the Metro City. We certainly do always welcome you back to Australia because, you know, there's certainly a loyal fan base here, and you've been here several times now. We can get you to choose your favourite Steel Panther track and even a couple of last words to the Aussie fans before you slay them with your rock moves this week, Michael.
I got a new favourite song. It's called Glory Hole. It's off our new record that's coming out in April, and it fucking rocks, dude. It's a super fun song. but it's rock, dude. I can't wait to lay it on your faces when we get out there. It's gonna be fun. You know, whenever somebody asks you, oh, what's your favorite song to play live? It varies. You know, some songs you can't have one favorite song. At least I can. I like playing them all, but this Glory Hole song is really bitchin'. And also our new song, Party Like Tomorrow's the End of the World, is fucking fun. And so far we've done 2 shows where we've played that song, and everybody in the middle of the song sings the breakdown part with me, and it feels fucking good, dude. To have people sing your song that they've heard on the radio, there's nothing like it. Nothing can compare to that feeling. It's a good feeling, and you're in a band, so you know if people are singing your song, it feels good.
Well, they don't sing our songs; they just stand there.
You gotta play Bon Jovi, bro.
Exactly, dude. We're gonna throw it in the mix. Well, because we don't have the Glory Hole single, I guess we're gonna have to get you to take something, choose something for old time's sake, or.
Well, there's a song I really like a lot. It's called "It Won't Suck Itself." It's a fun song, but the thing that's really kind of a trip about it is we wrote it with the singer from Nickelback, Chad, and you would think that, oh, you guys wrote a song with fucking Chad from Nickelback, but it blew me away too. It's a great song. It came out good, and the guitar solo was played by a guitar player named Nuno Betancourt, who was in a band called Extreme, and as a matter of fact, the drummer from Extreme is now our current manager. So there's a lot of incestual things going on with Steel Panther right now.
Too extreme. All right, we'll give that a spin and look forward to having you back in Australia this week, Michael.
I'm looking forward to it, man, and thanks so much for the interview, and fucking let's rock this shit.
No worries. Let's check out some Steel Panther now on andrewhaug.com.